Hello traders and welcome to the weekend video. I'm going to keep this nice and short and snappy. So let's have a look at the FTSE 100. This is the daily on the right, weekly on the left. I think a couple of topping tails, the monthly pivot up there. I think we need to retest 6,800, possibly lower. I think there's a lot of resistance up here, and a nice move up here to what level was that? 68.78. A lot of selling on the previous week, and we just pushed into this area here. Data-wise, we're pretty quiet for the week, with Bank of England Governor speaking Tuesday morning. So I think we might drift lower Monday, and then whichever way we break out of that 6,800, we are either going to bounce our way up or trickle down. But could easily retest 69.95. Let's have a look across the markets. Let's look at the Nikkei. Nikkei has had a great week with a little bit of teetering on the brink on Friday, having touched the top of that fib zone. We're due a pullback, and we've got high RSI, a reversal bar. This does not look good. So I think we're at least going to retest 15,200, 15,350, and we need to see when we go from there. A lot of Japanese data this week, not a lot of UK and US or European come to that. Dow is right at those highs. You can see the weekly chart is pretty squared up there, just under 17,000. I think we are quite extended up there. We've come up on high volume, I notice. Extremely high volume on Friday, according to that. I think we'll at least come down to 16,900, and if we can't hold that, then we are coming lower. What I don't want to do is start getting short up here and work against the trend, so I need at least Monday's close out of the way. Forex, promise you this will be snappy. The CAD is strong. We're talking about this CAD yen for a few weeks, not mentioned much last week. That's now pulled back at 94.40 if you can get it, or even lower. But I suspect 94.50 is going to hold, with a potential move right up to parity. So I like CAD yen a lot. US dollar yen I called on Thursday. That to me looks as if that could get back up to at least 103. We held last week's monthly pivot, so a pullback to just 102, or if you're lucky, lower, 101.80, to see if that can start pushing up. Because what I'm seeing here in the US dollar yen, and I think this chart is worth drawing on, I'm seeing a big trend line over the top. I'm seeing a big support level underneath. That's a nice wedge. I really like that, and that's my favourite setup. I'll be buying any dips in US dollar yen. Now over to, let's stick with the impairs, pound yen. Like I said, expecting a potentially weak open to the FTSE on Monday. So if this drifts down to 172, 173, I'll be a buyer on the pound yen to see if that can then push up to 175. So I want to pull back to 173, 172.80 in the early part of the week. That is a reversal bar. It's high RSI. But we've had 3 weeks of high closes on weekly, and I think the monthly wants to test at least 175, if not 178, 180. So I think that will possibly be a consolatory reversal bar up there, as opposed to the complete reversal of the trend. But obviously can't hold 173, and that is in trouble. Right, let's now move to the dollar pairs. This is, let's start with Aussie US. If I can find it. Aussie US, I like it. I think we are got a lot of resistance up there. You can see on the weekly chart, let's look at the weekly in more detail, that we are struggling up here. If that creates a pullback to 93, then I think we could break out of this one as well. We're holding that trend line down there. Just another little test of that trend line at 93. Could see that start to move up to, again, parity even. Pound US is here. Got very extended last week, so again, early part of the week I expect a drop. 169 is a decent area to pull back there. 169, 169.50 is a potential buy area for that one. Euro US, harder to call. A higher close in the weekly chart. So turning up the stochastics on the weekly, I think we are going to want to come and test that 13670, 140 for a potential new leg down. Now, I talked about the euro pound last week. It is showing signs of holding, but I'm very cautious on this one. What I think might happen is I think we might pull up, hit some resistance, and then get another leg down, which is contrary to what I said in the room last week. I just revisited this. I'm not convinced. I think we are coming off low RSI. I think we're going to see a repeat of this price action here, where we drop, pull back, and then we drop. So I'm waiting for this to pull back into a resistance area, possibly 80.50, before pushing down to something like potentially 75, 78. Now, what else do I want to look at? Let's look at EJ, Euro Yen. Again, it's a lot of green bars there, so I would expect 140 to potentially be retested before we might see another lot of weakness in that one. Good weekly bar for 50 MA, so this is, that's a good consolidation pattern in any market. Here we have a big push, we pull back. All the pullbacks are bought on this one until we break. We start the whole process again. We pull back, move up, and now we finally, in a consolidation pattern, test of a key 50 MA, in this case the weekly, could trigger another move back to the highs. See that any time frame, a 60-minute time frame, a daily, weekly. After a big move, the market rests, consolidates, and waits until it touches a key pivot. In this case, a weekly 50 MA. It's a pretty slow grind up there, and there is a lot of resistance up there. So I much prefer to buy a pullback in the pound yen or the CAD yen in that one. Right, let's look at commodities. Gold, I called it 1260. Again, I will wait for consolidation, same pattern. So the obvious number is $1,300. $1,300. It may not come down to $1,300. It may drop underneath $1,300. Monthly pivot, monthly R1 is 1296. That'll be a terrific price to get long in. So if they let it drift, come down and touch these low levels, that to me is a buy. And other ones I like is now the wheat has not performed in the same way as corn. So I picked the wrong one. The corn has gone mad. Any pullbacks to 445 is a buy. Any pullback to Friday's low is a buy. Let's see if we can get back to $475. Let's have a look at the wheat. Might turn around. We had good. Wednesday, Thursday was good. We just retested the hammer on Friday. Stopping bar on the weekly. So I'm definitely staying put with a stop under 586. But just be careful. Other ones I like. Beans are looking good. That's soybean oil. This is beans. Retest of 1220 is a buy on beans. And of course oil. You can find oil, coffee's coffee is a good potential one. Let's look at the individual coffee contracts, get a handle on that one. And sugar, sorry, I'm getting distracted now. Sugar, I would like a pullback to 1835, and now crude oil. I'm looking for at least a pullback to 106, potentially 105.50 on the oil. But I suspect we're going to be lucky to see 106. Having said that, that is something of a hangman bar on the oil. It couldn't break the previous week's high, and all we're doing is retesting reversal bars up here. So I'm going to be patient and see if that can fall back on Monday or the early part of the week. Obviously see what Invents does to that. It may be it just hangs around until we get to Invents. Alright, stocks. Looking at miners. This is US stocks. GG has already fled to the upside. Any gap close, low on 26. Let's see if we get any gap fill. Let me see that one. AEN. That is very extended, so we can't find that one. Or you could, if you wait, if you're very patient for a big pullback. AU, Anglo Gold. Nice weekly, so if we go pullback to 16.5 or 16.3 on a gap fill, that would be good. Otherwise, I've got some tech stocks I like the look of. QCon. I would be patient for a pullback to 79.50. Nice weekly chart there. Low resistance at 82 in the .com boom. This went to 100. I'm just looking to see if I can pick up a shoot price on it to see if that can go to 100 on QCom. FFIV. Very bad weekly on that. See how, watch that for close on Monday, but there's a hammer of a 50 EMA. So I just think that may well push up. It's 3 days of selling back in the last week, second half of last week. On FFIV, DRIV, River. Keep an eye on it. If we close above 1550, I think that could recover. I think we've got decent support down here. We are in right on the underside of a wedge. If we can close above these levels here, can close above 1550, 16, I think this could recover to possibly 20 and more right after these highs on Digital River. Oil stocks have gone mad. I talked about VLO early last week. Valero, that's broken up nicely. So again, if you see if you can get a pullback on a gap fill, that might work. Some UK stuff, UK stocks, Stan. I think this could be a time to get into Stan. It's a hammer of 50%, so I like Stan a lot. So I would hold out for 1270 with a stop under 1250 on Stan. Be sure. Nice bar on Monday. I will buy that at 256. I think it's a good stock. Sage. It's been a good stock. I think that's the stopping bar on the weekly. 388 is a major level. I think we could get back to 450 plus. If you want to play safe, wait until we get a Monday out of the way. Otherwise, yeah, just wait till you get Monday out of the way. Because it's potentially a little bit of a gamble. I do like the low stochastics. I do like the consolidation pattern in the weekly. I think it's a nice move up from October last year into the highs in February. So I like Sage a lot. Hargreaves Lansdowne. I think this is a potential stopping bar. This has been a very good performing stock. Highs of 1566. I'd be a buyer at 1260 with a stop under 1245 to see if that can get back up to the highs. Hargreaves Lansdowne in the UK. And a British miner, Rothschild. Nice weekly, hammer 2 weeks back, close above last week. I try and buy what I'm going to hold out for 156 on HOC, alright? And watch out for Treasury Round Table and events this week. Watch out for announcements. Okay, thanks, bye.